Hello everybody, Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for another episode of Shadows of Thaumaturgy, and definitely getting some things that used to have some thaumic connections. Just a moment, I hear someone calling, and I'm back. Okay, anyhow, as I was going to say, I've got a few things ready. Been doing a little extra mining, got crushed dark gems again, and among other things, I'd like to make myself a vengeance ring. I mean, I got the focus, but it was technically more important in some ways. But I'm going to be doing something soon that, oh yeah, I inverted that. Okay. What do you do? Oh, okay, so that's those things, okay. Yeah, I've been wondering about those buttons for a while. I thought it would, like, rotate the thing. But it will not, in fact, rotate the thing. There we go. But as I was going to say, I'm going to be doing some things that's going to require me to be able to actually see which vengeance spirit I am targeting. So, vengeance ring time. Yeah, because I've got kind of a whopper of something I'm going to do. Remember when I was doing all that garbage canning? Well, it was mainly to get this. And this is the ball of filth. It only has like the use of turning something into a rat king, but this is where things get interesting. Remember how I was trying to get some of these mysterious token chunks? Well, in addition to being able to craft them up from all that stuff, you can get them whenever defeating, well, some bosses. Black Death tends to always drop one. But also, so a Rat King might. And I have more access to the Rat King now than I do the Black Death. So, yeah. It'll drop some filth back, but I'll also get the Rat King's crown, Entangled Rat Tails, which, as you might remember, also is good for a couple things. The ability to fire rats at target is an interesting idea, but the Tick Accelerator, that could be very fascinating. It's gonna sink some EMC for sure, but on the other hand, I might be able to get a rat that accelerates things. I have had some incidents with my rats recently, so that's kind of went up and down. I technically only have one left, and that's my Santa rat. And I'm not sure if it works except in the holiday season. In fact, the new wiki doesn't seem to have that upgrade on it at all, so I'm not sure if that worked right in the first place. And so that's going to be a thing to deal with. But, basically said, I also have myself a couple of rat spawn eggs. I'm not going to be making up for it right now, but I am going to try to make a Rat King, and with the other one, I'm going to try to see if I can remember where to find that nearby spawner, because I could just make a rat farm that way. Although, all that garbage I got to... the effort it takes to get one of you out there, and then one of you shows up. Although, actually, I might keep you around for a while, because you have some things I might need, and you have some rats that I might be able to take from you very quickly. Yeah, you're in an interesting spot there, buddy. Because this is going to be kind of hilarious. You just happen to show up just right. Now, admittedly, that the price on that one thing is blatantly absurd. I do have a lot of EMC, so I can do it, but, I have other methods of doing so. At least I think so. I could try. But, let me first just kind of start up a going boink. Hey, it's working. And then it hit me before I could really do anything, but that's fine. Wasn't entirely ready for it. That one I caught. Oh, I need 10 raw rat to do the thing. Because he's got a deal for raw rat, so okay. Or Shay, because I'm still not sure, is there a test certificate under that mask? I don't know what you know what my thing is about them, but, in saying that, but, yeah, so I got myself another rat, that has got potential. So I'm gonna hop over here and just, well, this is gonna be just kind of a little, easy. To be perfectly fair, I do need to start upgrading this thing too. I do have my blood infuser all the way. It took a lot of time, but I got all the way up to Prowess of Tenacity 3. So I can upgrade this thing pretty well now if I want to. And it has a humongous capacity because it's just that. And I get to do all the blood alchemy recipes, which is very important because some things I had to have a higher tier for, including the ability to use my purifier to extract enchantments. So there is that. And one of my big goals is aim at the Rat King with this thing, because I want to be able to recreate it more than once. Like, I want to be able to fight the Rat King several times and see if I can get enough of those special little tokens to go all the way. That would be awesome. For now, I'm just going to toss one of these back in. I'll hold on to that. I've got my ball of filth. And that took a lot of condensating because I had to have 9 garbage every time combined into a compressed garbage, and then 9 of those to make one filth, and 9 of those to make a ball of filth, so it was a lot of garbage. However, I did find a good way to make said garbage, and a lot of it. In addition, it does produce more rats. That's a thing. You do have rats. Corrupted. Where are you guys from? And I do have an Evertide amulet on, by the way, so in case you're wondering why I'm walking on water. Yeah, they still go to the bottom. That's still something. Okay, to be fair, that one kind of... Oh, or did that thing Is there any slime balls from that, or not? Or the spirits are all down there? At some point I'll get myself a... Corrupted slime ball. Is there any use for them other than just being a slime ball? So I am wondering, is there a use for them other than it looks like they literally just substitute for slime balls? Which is okay. More than, actually. It's just, still not quite what I was thinking. Okay, so, okay, one of them did hit me, I suppose. That was incredibly random. Okay, random creatures show up, and they have something that literally just counts as slime. It doesn't even make its own... It doesn't even make its own extra special slime block, I believe. It's like, none of this is extra special here. I mean, it's interesting that it can be done, but at the same time, I kind of am thinking that's just kind of, eh. I mean, it would be nice if it made its own thing. Because I have seen some mods where they had their own slime balls that produced their own slime block, and they were cool. And I am definitely going really fast over the water that way. So much that the comparison with me hitting land and running is incredibly exacerbated. Anyhow, yeah, these things been producing some rats for me here and there. Whether or not I was able to actually pin any is a whole other story. And is this the first time an aerosaur showed up at this part of the forest? I think it is. It'll be okay. You go down there. Okay. And then, do I have to hit you with it, or do I click it on you? Either way, there's going to be an absolute pounding spree with my boss sling sword, in a moment, because it has a lot of health. So, I have to toss it at... how do I use you on the rat? Do I toss you to the rat? Okay, that answers my question. Did I hit it? I'm not sure if its Vengeance Spirit was in the right area. I just got a rat. Okay. Okay, so I just got a regular rat. But I do have more of these that I can use to... How do I get bleeding status now? Why am I bleeding on some things that do not appear to be from Like Knight's mobs? That's one thing I am really wondering about. How is that happening? Because that does not seem right. Okay, so that is terribly incorrect. I did not get my Rat King soul in there. It was hard to distinguish between all those things, admittedly. I mean, I knew it would be kind of like that. I just didn't know just how tricky it would be, but, you know. Oh, that combo. Soup. You're beautiful, Soup. Well, I can kind of go with what I was doing before, but it can take a while. Did I even get the thing? I don't think I got the thing. I think it's something that may be affected by looting. Getting it one way or the other. Well, I suppose I could attempt to capture a soul of a Black Death instead. I mean, that is something that I could do. Apparently you have to directly click them with it while you're pretty close, so that made that tricky to get any range on. But at least I was able to just smack them with the Solstice Sword. Okay, so... got some of that back. Okay, you have that deal. So I will definitely take that deal. Oh, I have more of those. Okay, so I do have more I can give you that way. Oh, you're not doing the deal though now. I see. Would you be interested in perhaps a different deal? Because I have... oh, come on, let me click my thing. There we go. Okay, I need like a lot of emeralds though. It's a lot of emeralds. I think it was like 35 emeralds. Excuse me. I mean, that is a lot, and I'm gonna have to swap one of my accessories for this, because I think it'll work against plague. No, it's 32 emeralds. This is gonna be incredibly expensive. It's a very rare drop from plague rats, apparently. Okay, and that's literally like the only way to get it, apparently. Okay, I see. It's just a okay, so it's fancy, but that's about it. Okay. So I'm gonna have to take one of you guys over to become a Black Death, because apparently that's something else I can do. Because Black Death is serious business, but I also get several things in a row, including a Black Death mask. And I can get 1 to 3 token chunks, so it is kind of better, but at the same time, I was hoping to be able to rank the Rat King multiple times in a row. Oh well, that ship has sailed. I have alternatives. And again, I do have the ring on. Okay, I'm gonna have to purge that though, so I can get my new thing. Speaking of purging, I might need to take out one of these plague doctors and just move them out to the other area. That might be the best way to get them where I want them. And again, I might find one in the forest I could just kind of maneuver, so we'll see about that. But, I mean, I got this one back. Again, it took a long time getting that ball of filth, actually, so it was not as good as it could have been, because I really should have been able to get that spirit from him. I mean, maybe he doesn't have one, maybe it's been blacklisted already, because it's a boss. So, there is that possibility, because I have not done anything with those kind of configs, so if it's already been, like, pre-blacklisted by Crozier, then I can understand why, like, keeping bosses that way. So, but we'll see about that. But, yeah, otherwise, would like to give things a try. King of the world. And it was worth a lot of experience. Okay, now can I find one of you guys in a spot where I can move you to the right area, because it would be a good idea if I could. Meanwhile, there's a little something I would like to see if I can work with. I know it can be overwhelmed because of certain things that happened in the past, but there's an accessory that I made a while back and tested out, and it worked kind of good, but it's something that I would certainly caution against, because it can be burned through quickly. You turn off for a moment. Okay. It's called the Veil of It's called the Alchemical Veil. But what it can do is that it can make you literally immune to all ailments and effects, like everything. Like, it would be irrelevant me having the snorkel at the same time, because I temporarily can't even have water breathing. So that's a thing. But it means you literally can't have, like, any effect, whether it's good or bad. It'll, like, nullify it really quickly. Now, it doesn't prevent instantaneous effects, but it does prevent other things. So, So I was testing out this water-breathing charm. It says immune to drowning damage. And I was thinking, okay, does it make you just not have to breathe? And not exactly. It turns drowning damage into ghost damage. So it's not quite that way. Like, you still get jostled around and stuff. So I'm going, okay, so it's better to just have water breathing. And the thing is, this thing had gotten overwhelmed because of some things that apparently I had, so... Because I kept getting close to some things that were giving me status effects. So, yeah, that kind of made things go nuts for a while. Okay, I'm also going to have to swap out some other accessories. I mean, I might instead do something else. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of enemies to face, so maybe not the Alchemical Veil. I mean, I could try it out. I mean, it's very protective for a good period of time, so there's that. I just have to be careful of what I'm... Okay, I can put this up and put on my other accessory. So let's swap a few things out here. I got my snorkel, got my cloud in the bottle. You'll swap out for this Nautilus belt, because that thing prevents fall damage just straight up. Can I just click you in? Yes, I can. Nice. So thank you, Turtlemancy, for this sweet little accessory. Okay, so that in, I should be able to take on a Plague Doctor. And as long as I can keep chasing them down and hitting them, I should be able to, like, just completely wipe them out. I'll still have to worry about Plague Rats, but at least that's something that I might be able to get around the plague effect of. And therefore be able to do things about. Okay, so let's go out and see if I can work that out. Pixon? Well, you're approaching quickly. I am not trusting you. At all. I know you Pixons. I know you try to kind of get people overwhelmed, and then you just kind of crowd attack. I'm not gonna let it happen. Just no. In advance, just no. They are essentially evil pixies. So yeah. They are technically a kind of imp that just resembles a pixie, so don't trust them. Okay. I may have to pause for something that I need to do. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna have this in several parts. I'm gonna have to unite in editing. It's like going to happen. Okay, but first, I would like to find a Plague Doctor before I seriously go onward, because I'd like to be able to... You are so not a Plague Doctor. You have the black clothes, but you're not a Plague Doctor. That guy just smacked himself in the head with a tree. Okay, this is probably why the vampires usually win around here, vampire hunters, is you're not very, smart at your job, so, yeah, if you seem to be losing, there's reasons why. Okay, Plague Doctors, are there any around here? I know you guys are like all over the place. I just need one that is actually... Okay, that's like a elite hunter. I don't need you, I need a Plague Doctor. Any of them will do. Well, I could go back, whack one, resurrect them in the right spot, and then that'll be that. I may have to go with that approach that I was thinking of before. Because I'm not seeing very many, like, new Plague Doctors around here. This also cuts out my highly regenerative use of saturation for a little while, but it's a trade-off. I may have to port back home and take one of the guys over there. Okay, I may have to reassess how I'm going to do the Plague Doctor fight in terms of initiating it, but that's fine. I kind of thought that it might have to go that way. Perfectly fair, this village has seen some times too, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the boathouse. This does, however, stop the bleeding effect that I've been getting from various things, so there's that to be good. Now, what did you have as deals? Like, are you someone who would be worthy or not? I don't really think so. What about you? There's a certain deal that if they have it, I will let them live. But that doesn't seem to be you either. They just show up around here so many ways. Can I find one along the coast real quick? Maybe? Just one along the coastline? Is there anybody wandering around the shores that I could maybe kind of prod into action? Not really? It's kind of sad. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to see if I can yank one out of the sea. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'll have to do that to initiate, and then I'll need to do some things. Okay, so I will have to do this. I think this is one that doesn't have any particular worthy trades. Now, the weird thing is they don't seem to mind whenever you knock one out. So there's that thought that they don't seem to really worry about the demise of their peers. Can I pull you through an object or not? Maybe it doesn't work very well underwater. It might not work very well underwater. Says Vengeance Spirit, but that is not true. The die sponge is oh, you've got that trait again. Okay. You I might have a conversation with later. You are out of that one trade. Okay, so you're gonna go. It can work underwater, it's just not wise underwater, apparently. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take it, and I'll take you, and I'll turn you into a spawn egg, and be able to do some serious stuff. So, okay. Because I want to be able to have some way of getting to Ratlantis better. So, making a Black Death to fight should be okay if I can turn them into a good possibility of getting there, because I would like to get to Ratlantis, please. I know it may not seem like a big deal to a lot of you plague doctors out there, but I have this goal, and it involves going to Ratlantis and then planting one of these down. So, there's that. Apparently the Rat King was not the best way to get there, so... Okay. Okay, so there is that. Normally, I don't often PCs like that, but, desperate times. Well, maybe not desperate, but just the times. You only gave me one? Sir, I will be needing more of that in the future if this does not go perfectly to plan, so... I mean, I am literally willing to go all out and start building a spirit machine to ensure that I don't lose this particular soul, because it's such a good way to get to Ratlantis. And you're giving me just one shot? I am seeing this as a serious issue. Okay, now you cannot get anywhere. You'll have different trades, of course, so that does give you a chance to... Okay, awkward. One of you might be able to give me a chance to get another one. Okay, let me think about this, because I... Just 32 emeralds. Is my thing even still there? Yes, it is. Okay, so... I can get it for 32 emeralds. Maybe I can do a little, I don't know, if I could... This gives me a crazy ponderance. Do I go for it? Do I go for getting another one there? Because there are ways I could theoretically generate a lot of EMC, and possibly quickly. So maybe I can leave him in, because these Plague Doctors do not despawn, might I add. They are passives, but they do not despawn. Well, there is that trade again, so allow me to illustrate the good trades by giving yourself some serious poison potatoes. Okay, so... Okay, how many emeralds can I literally get here? It's a good thing you clicking on something else while holding something doesn't switch it off. Now I'm chasing down an emerald. $22. That's not enough, and I need to do something for a moment and come back anyhow. So maybe I'll do some quick EMC farming. You know, actually, a better way to do it would be to just let something cruise while I AFK for a little while. Yeah, that'll work. I think if I have some instone... Yep, sorry, thing. And a bit of chorus flower. I should be able to do things with the, Oh wait, I need to get another one here. Copper botany pot. Yeah. So let's, I got anything in here? I do, but I can swap it out in a moment. So I think if I do it this way... Okay, I'll let that do some things while I AFK a moment, because I need to do something else, so I'll just be safely in my ship. Okay, so I'll be right back. And this guy's got a trade that, again, I just gotta do. You only got one, but to be perfectly fair, that continues the cycle, so... Okay, even if I had to farm some EMC for a while, that's good. And for some odd reason, I have permanent feather falling, despite the fact that I should not have any effect on. So, that's weird. So I have enough blood now that I should be able to resurrect 2 in a row. Now, will this work against Plague is a really good question. Is it really that good? Okay, so Plague Tome. Let's see, where is your... Okay, I may have got him. I may have got him. That's a good way to know. That's a rat. He's facing into the wall. He's facing into the wall. Oh, he hit me while he was in midair. Oh, I got scammed. That should have been a straight up good one. Although apparently you're almost guaranteed your boss things when it comes to that. Okay. Santa hat. It's clearly past that time. Like seriously. I got 3 of them. Hello. I'm very happy about that. But crake meat? Always up for some crake meat, but I gotta remember next time, maybe, a little, iffy on the catch because of that. Now, I did not get plague. So, if that thing seems to be doing its job, so excellent. Okay, so that is great. Those things go that way. I have a rat. I have another rat. I'll have to cleanse them to make sure that I can get the right thing. I got the Black Death Mask. I got the Black Death Scythe, which is powerful. I mean, that thing is, that thing looks nasty. And it also is used to make a corrupted rat skull, or you can use it to make several plague essence if you have plenty, which I suppose could actually be useful in this case. And wait, what about an anvil? Oh, just the enchantments. What's this useful for? Oh, the big one. Okay. So, that's interesting, and I do have another round now. So let's see if I can catch one easier next time. I'm not super keen on it actually working on this one. I mean, there's a good chance, but at the same time, there's not. Okay, I got the Black Death Mask. Let's move these things up a bit. Got the scythe. That is a good scythe. I do like scythe weapons. I'm now more than halfway there, so even if it doesn't cycle right, I should be good there. It did. Is that something that you could just reuse over and over? Did I buy the second tome for like not knowing that it was completely reusable? Ooh, that's a little painful, but I can deal with that. Like that's acceptable loss. Even though it's a lot of EMC down, it's still an acceptable loss. Because when it comes down to it, just knowing that I can do that forever is a good piece of information there. So let's replenish this a bit. Okay, so that worked out that way. I suppose I can keep that indefinitely around somewhere else. Dude, if you are permanently in the way, you will find things very unfortunate. Because I could definitely use more more Black Death encounters right now, and not as many Plague Doctors. So there is that is a definite thing. Trust me, I'm needing to have less of you and more of the other right now, and I got like a good chunk out of that last one. So I am happy with that result when it comes to the mysterious token fragments. This one might as well be empty, so yeah, it'll be fine. Maybe I could sort that out while that's resurrecting there. I hear an abea. Don't know if it's modeled, but at the same time, I do hear an abea, so I can get some extra glowstone that way. Oh, that's definitely a I'll drop. Kind of is in a way. I mean, it's like a tradable type thing. I'm gonna have so many delectable treats. That'll be perfectly fair as long as I have the Alchemical Veil on. I can't use them, but I can always swap back. And this thing might actually wind up getting itself overwhelmed. I have seen that happen before. While I was testing it out, I got overwhelmed from something that actually broke it. So, that happened. Okay, so let's see if this is literally, like, all I need. Okay. So I'm building in power pretty well. So I'll have stuff to recharge with. And this is the thing, I've had this combination before where it was doing the same thing, where it's making the slow fall effect basically permanent. I think that might be an odd glitch with it or something. That they combine in a way that makes that kind of a weird permanent thing. Without meaning to be. And especially whenever it should be the exact opposite. So yeah, okay, so fought a Black Death. I need to take on more if I'm gonna get the thing. So let's try this. Let's try this again. If he happens, if this particular Plague Doctor happens to, what's your deal? You're the one who's out of potatoes, or out of emeralds for potatoes. Okay. And okay, I could tell what happened to that one. That was a whole hat. That was not a partial hat. That was a whole hat. Okay. Just bringing that part up. That is a whole hat. So, have this. Do I want to nail that one plague doctor over here for it, though. I think I kind of do. I mean, it's kind of out in the middle. Is that the one? They do move around a lot.
Huh?
Yeah, you're kind of out of gas on a lot of things, so I'm gonna have to... You go in there. Ghost hunting is an interesting business in my pack here. Oh, in other news, I kind of need to mention that I haven't been able to get this pack out for distribution yet for various... Oh, it's a model of bear right next to my house. Haven't been able to get it out for distribution for multiple reasons yet. Not the least of which is it's trickier to do that on ATL than it is on CurseForge, and I don't want to have something out on CurseForge until I have my CurseForge fixed, which might be sooner because I think they've updated in a way that gives them better ability to show what's going wrong again. I think they finally fixed that. I do say finally because that took them some time. Okay, the Plague Doctor is in and will soon be out, and I have a couple of... I have so many of those that right now I'm just using some as basically as trophies. Okay, so... I'm going to, again, make myself a little bit of Plague Doctor and pound some serious boss. So get ready to get knocked, because this is going to be very serious. One thing I like about those model bears is they also give a good amount of blood just for a single kill. So it's like, okay, just get one of those and you get like a huge surge. So this is forever. I did not need a second one. Well, I could keep... You know, maybe I should frame the other one or something. You use it more as a trophy than anything, you know? I could do it like that. And oops, I put you over there. I could do that. I could make it like a trophy frame. Well, I do have to remember one thing that I learned from doing a lot of videos involving item frames, that I need to remember that I have to be very careful about the fact that certain creatures, which are in fact in this pack, can totally knock them off. So, yeah, because they count as very fragile entities. So, there's that. Okay, my boss whacking hole, I might make this a little wider. Yeah, I'm gonna totally make this a little wider this time. Like, this might as... I mean, there's no reason why I can't make this 3x3. And give it a little easier ability to target things with here. Whoa. Did I have a... What's happening? Okay. That was a bit spooky for a moment there. Okay. So let's try this again. You go here. Now what deals do you have? You have that. That's nice. I like that deal. So I will use a few of your deal right off the bat. I don't know why you prefer it raw, but I'm not going to argue. You only get one shot. Yeah, they tend to have a very limited inventory around here. So just saying that's definitely a thing. Okay, so let's say I can do the Plague Tome. Plague Tome. Lips. fallen from. Oh man, this guy's tougher to pull in than I thought. I got him. I totally got him that time. I absolutely got him. There's no way that that's not... Yeah. Oh, and I got a couple of mysterious token chunks, so... Excellent. Got some plague essence. Thank you for actually being a plague rat. Need this to get beast mount if I want it. Purifying liquid could be handy, but I have other ways. Plague doctorate, I can get one. I'd rather do it the other way. This, however, is interesting because I could make an immortal rat that keeps taking damage for me. So that is totally a possible thing. I'll need some more plague essence, but I think I'll be fine in that front. Did I get the, yeah, I got that as well. Again, that is every time, which makes it kind of an okay idea to release the Black Death Scythe and relinquish it, so it's a possibility. I'm trying to remember, does this still go up whenever I have it in here without it being in there? I'm trying to remember that. I think it might just be only if I have it in there the other way, but yeah, we'll see. Either way, let's very carefully yoink. Yes, I have a Black Death in here. I can spawn it again, and that way I can get some more of those token fragments and finish things off. That would be great. That would really be great. How's my special? Okay, you're holding on, so that's okay. And the Tome is eternal, so I can use it as a trophy item, just having a secondary one. And say, okay, look what I got. I have a whole extra one of these compared to otherwise, because I had that much EMC. Although, at the same point, it wasn't really that much. Like, I don't got the high tier stuff yet. It was just a lucky shot. And I just need 2 more. Okay, that has been impressive. I will take all the Santa hats in here. Can I do something with these other than making festive upgrades? Because those upgrades don't seem to work. Is it just that? It's literally just that. But I'm not sure if that one works, so we'll see how I can do something about that later. So, the Plague Tome is a very rare drop because it is, in fact, eternal. Like, it just keeps on going. So, I don't have to worry about having just one, because I do have a spare. So maybe using it as a trophy won't be too much of a problem, because I have one as a backup, and that one's mostly going to be for show. So there's that thought. Yeah, I can stockpile more in here. Almost time. Haha, the Black Death spawn egg. So I can do it. 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 And I don't need that to be, like, immediately there. I can kind of do other stuff, so that makes things easier. And one more of them probably should work it out. I mean, I'll regather soul each time. Like, I was thinking of doing Spirit Machine only, but with the ring on, I've actually got a pretty good chance of just repetitively getting them over and over again. And I have to do something about the control of these Santa hats, because there's way too many. But yeah, I can certainly say Alchemical Veil works beautifully against plague doctors. Like, I know the rats were plaguing me the whole time, literally. And I know that they were doing nothing when it came to that. So, yeah, I just completely and utterly had them right where I wanted them. And in more than one way. Although I do need to kind of dig them out a bit here and there. And I'm just going to ignore the Santa hat right now. That one, you just stay back there. I don't even need you. There's too many of them. And I'm not sure that there's a good way to do... Well, I suppose I could use them for something. Now that I'm thinking about it. I can use them for something. Well, a couple things maybe. Can I... I can't... Okay, I can't do that. But I could see if maybe over time I could try to enchant them to get different enchantments I need over time and separate them out, because I do have ways of getting enchantments separated. So. Oh, he got out on his own this time? That'll make it a lot easier. Oh no, he hit me and then left. Okay. See, this is where the goggles are superior in, like, so many ways, is because, they don't attack you and therefore burn themselves out. So there's that whole thing. So yeah. Now pardon me as I just go. How many did I get? 3. Okay, so I'm ready to go to Ratlantis. That's great. I think I'll leave it off there though, because that takes some effort. Way more than I thought it would. Okay, there's totally that. Also getting quite a collection of Plague Doctor masks. And remember, I can burn these out for Plague Essences if I want to. And that would be a good way to get the Voodoo Doll upgrade, which would be great one. I mean, gives them 100 base health, extremely fast regeneration, and they take damage instead of you as long as they're within a certain distance. But if I also give them an angel upgrade, then they're practically immortal. So yeah, I mean, I might be able to do this at some point and just have an immortal rat helper. I may have to do some other things to make them truly combat worthy, but yes. That should work. But I will be able to go to Ratlantis. So, because I only needed like 2 more of those things, so there's that. Okay, so Black Death is just way more than done. I don't need to worry about the whole Alchemical Veil thing for a while, because it'll be a while before I have to deal with Plague again. So there's that, and that's gonna be good. So I wound up with a pretty good way of working that around. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to do that again at some point too when it comes to the Rat King, but so I'll have some plans for that. We'll see later. We'll see. But first of all, let me think here. I'm probably going to, next time, I'm probably going to get the tokens combined into the one that gets you to Ratlantis. I will go to Ratlantis, and I will put down a waystone, and things will get really interesting from there. I may or may not need to use the Alchemical Veil again. I don't know. I mean, there are things that produce status effects over there, including more plague rats. So there is the issue of what can happen then. But on the other hand, at least I do have something that can be ready for that. Because it works even better than some of the other stuff from the mod, because it just shuts down effects, period. So that's great. However, I will probably take it off from now, because I know that it doesn't like being used a lot for other things, so there we go. I also like my double jump floatiness. See, these parachute pauldrons, you can just craft these. And they are fairly easy to craft. What they do is, they let you literally just have slow fall after falling a certain distance, but that's been like auto-triggering with the other thing, making it like eternal. So that's been kind of a little bit of an annoyance. But overall, I do enjoy that particular charm. So thanks for that, Cyclic. It's just that it has a weird resonance with this other mod. So you go there for now. You go over here because water breathing is good. And you shut off. So you can recover. There we go. The thing about the Alchemical Veil is, with any cyclic one, for the trinkets, you right-click on them in your inventory, and you turn them on and off. But if it's on, it will keep getting nailed from the water-breathing, repetitively triggering it, so there's that. Now, back to my plans. I will finally be able to go to Ratlantis next time, and things will be interesting. Hopefully I can catch some powerful boss spirits, because catching them repetitively is, or just catching them overall will be good, because some of them are not exactly renewable. The thing is that the ones I just fought, there were ways of getting them renewably, but some others in Ratlantis, maybe not. Like, they may have to do with specific, like, spawning locations, and items that are very tricky to get a hold of, maybe even require, like, special resources. I'll see if I can make them renewable in some way, but the primary way will probably be as I have been, and just resurrecting them over and over. So there's that. But at least I found out that the Tome is eternal. That's a cool one. I did not realize that until I did that, and it popped out that way. So, yes, I do thank it for being eternal, because that means plague doctors will... Oh, they always show up. they show up all over the place, so I'll have an unlimited supply of them in case I need to do that again. So I may not have a Black Death spawn egg right now, but I have unlimited possibilities, just because, yeah, all of them. For now, however, I'll be logging off, so next time it looks like I'll be going to Ratlantis. Oh, finally. Okay, bye for now, everybody. Hope to see you again. So, hey!